There is one very predictable thing the covert narcissist always does, and that's what I'm covering today. Let's dive in. So let's talk about the one very predictable thing that covert narcissists always do. Now, before I dive into the nitty gritty of what the covert narcissist gets up to, I want to touch on the difference between overt or grandiose narcissism and covert narcissism, as well as point out some of the telltale signs that will help you to figure out whether or not the person you're dealing with is in fact a covert narcissist. Now, to begin with, covert narcissism is a subtype or subgroup of the destructive narcissist personality pattern. Furthermore, destructive narcissism, whether that be overt or covert, the personality pattern is on a spectrum, a continuum, meaning these issues are never black or white. There is a spectrum, a continuum to the personality pattern we're discussing. So, a destructive narcissist personality pattern will manifest in varying degrees from one individual to another. Now, that said, it's also important to understand that the covert narcissist will present very differently than their more overt or grandiose counterparts. Unlike the grandiose narcissist, the covert narcissist will seem shy and reserved initially, meek even. And although they are certainly socially awkward when meeting new people, the truth is they often use withholding behavior to emotionally manipulate and control others. And they do this in their friendships, their family relationships, as well as their romantic relationships. They'll appear to be extremely private people, but bizarrely so, to the point of hiding themselves and keeping secrets. The kind of things that one would normally share with close personal friends or in any genuine relationship, in the spirit of simply being honest and upfront. These are the things that the covert narcissist will keep from you, and for no apparent reason. They hold their cards very close to their chest, which, in my opinion, speaks to how insecure and shame-based they actually are. But there's more to it than that. Being in the know and knowing something that you don't gives them a sense of power and superiority in their mind. Underneath their demure and self-effacing facade, they actually believe they're better than everyone else and therefore feel entitled to lie by omission. With few exceptions, they prefer to keep family and friends at a safe distance, lest they be exposed. The idea is the less you know, the better. And this is one reason why they allow very few people to get close to them. Most of their relationships can be characterized as superficial, with no real depth, because frankly, they aren't capable of it. They don't have the emotional and psychological equipment to tolerate real and genuine closeness, or openness for that matter. They're too busy hiding, again, who they are and what they really think and feel. And they lie a lot. So you have to be kept at a safe distance. They hide and lie about people, places, and things. They hide and lie about money, and of course they hide and lie about the past and any responsibility of their own that led to the demise of previous friendships and relationships. And for those of you who are highly empathic, this tendency they have to be so secretive is your first clue. Attempting to genuinely connect with a covert narcissist leaves an empath with an inexplicably uneasy feeling in their stomach. In my view, it's because there's nothing of real substance to connect with. And as empaths, we can feel that emotionally and energetically. And this is because they're really just going through the motions with you. So when you get that strange, disconnected feeling in the pit of your stomach, don't ignore it. It's one of your first clues when attempting to authentically relate to or connect with a covert narcissist. Again, try as you may, there's nothing of real substance to connect with, which then leads me to my next point. They are not authentic or genuine, although they're good at acting as if they are, but if you hang out with them long enough, you'll soon find out just how disingenuous they actually are. In fact, it usually won't be long before you notice their words and actions seldom align. They talk a good talk, but aren't very good at walking the walk. In reality, they can only feign love or respect, genuine care, compassion, and concern. But once you get to know who they really are, you'll realize you have mounting evidence as to just how unloving, uncaring, and insecure they are in reality. They are fundamentally fake, phony people who do not appreciate, sincerely care about, or love anyone, not even their own children or stepchildren for that matter. Again, they'll talk a good talk, but a closer look at their choices or lack of action-based love, genuine care, compassion, and common sense, concern in particular, in relation to really big issues, will tell you everything you need to know about who and what you're dealing with. Although they act meek and timid, make no mistake, it's an act, a performance. These people are about as fragile as a Mack truck. The reality is, beneath the mask and false persona, they want to believe they're better than everyone else and therefore feel entitled to behave however they like.